this text message that Corey sent. I just experienced the scariest thing I've probably ever experienced, and I am so glad that I'm coming home. Sometimes your daddy does silly things. Yes.
Way up north in the state of Alaska lives a man, his wife, and kids. And this dude, he lives like hella because that's the way he is. So for today's vlog, I want to try something different. Today I'm going to vlog with my big camera. This is the camera that I use to make short films. It's a Sony EX3. It's my baby. I have a lot more control over this, and I can really show you Alaska in the way that I see it, at least better than I can with my other camera. My other camera that I typically use to vlog is a Canon GX7 Mark II, and while it's a great camera, I don't have the same kind of control over it. So yeah, this camera is a lot bigger, a lot bulkier, and probably going to be harder to vlog with, but I'm going to do my best. But regardless, it's all about Alaska today. I want to show you the beauty of where we live. I'm currently in Eagle River Nature Center. It's -5 outside. It's very, very cold. Hopefully the batteries don't die on this, but like I said, I'm going to do my best.
Today I'm kind of like a stay-at-home mom. We have tons of housework that needs to be done. If you like, our house is just a mess. Usually Corey's around to like hold her while I do laundry or whatever, but today we're kind of on our own in a way. So, let's see how this goes. You always are a good helper, but today you're gonna help me do housework. Yeah, we're gonna clean and do laundry. Yeah, it'll be fun, right?
Okay, so how many of you have played the game Skyrim? This, to me, is the closest to Skyrim I have ever seen in real life. Like, it is so beautiful. It's crazy. If you ever come to Eagle River, like, you have to see this place. Like, I could stand right here all day and just look at this.
So the first thing I'm trying to do is work on our motivation wall. That's something we really like to have. It used to be in our bedroom. Motivation wall is gonna go here. So I'm gonna try and do that while I eat my lunch. And you know what? Since we know it works, I'm gonna have more coffee. Coffee? Coffee? You want coffee? You don't get coffee, you're a dog. But mama gets coffee.
So it's currently about 2:30, and as you can see, it's kind of dark back here. The sun doesn't actually touch this side of Eagle River because the sun is too low in the winter and the mountains are just too big. So everything over here is always just really frozen over, super cold, and just beautiful. I love this. Realistically, the sun doesn't actually shine on this place until like early to mid-spring, and even then it's just the sun beaming over the tops of the mountains. But then in the summertime it's pretty sunny typically.
Now it's time for Chell to take a nap, so I'm gonna do a little multitasking because the easiest way for me to get her to nap is to lay with her. But I don't really want to take a nap myself, so she's gonna take a nap next to me in bed. And I'm just gonna get on the computer right there and do a little work.
Another thing I really like about the Nature Center is this holodot tree. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if it was because of fungus or because of bugs or what it was. But what's really cool about this is in the dead of winter, if you want to warm up, just sit in there for a couple of minutes and you warm up real quick. Like, that's got to be at least 15 to 20 degrees warmer than it is out here. So if it's -5 right now in there, it's going to be like 10 degrees. Yeah, I'm going to go warm up. 10 degrees may not sound like much to you guys, but right now, it's a big deal to me. Oh yeah. I can already feel the warmth of the tree. It's awesome. My cheeks are starting to thaw a little bit. Oh, I could sleep in here.
Chell just woke up from her nap, so I just went and changed her diaper and came back in to get my phone. And there's this text message that Corey sent. A while ago while he was sleeping, I sent him one that's just like, I love you. And I get one back just now that says, I love you. I love you so, so much. I just experienced the scariest thing I've probably ever experienced, and I am so glad that I'm coming home.
Oh, you guys, I just heard wolves. And I heard it in the direction I'm walking. That's even scarier. I've never heard a wolf in the wild. I am bigger than you. I will beat the out of you if you come near me. I'll just keep talking real loudly. Make sure you know I'm here. I'll take this camera off here. That way I can get a better grip if anything goes wrong.
This is why it's like super scary when he goes out and does like Alaska stuff on his own. But hopefully I don't get too scared myself and never let him go out on his own again. You will always be super safe, right? You're never gonna do scary things. You're right. Good, I'm glad.
Nature Center. Thank God. Thank God. Whew. Oh, I'm not to my car yet. I would be lying if I said I wasn't shaking right now. That actually happened. I just got stalked by a wolf. Like he was howling at first, and then I didn't know where he came from because I couldn't hear. These things were on my head. And I had a whole bunch of stuff and I couldn't see anything, and you know, I'll be completely honest, I wouldn't have known what to do if a wolf came after me. I was still like, that was scary. That, honestly, I think that was the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I want to get in the Jeep now. I need some real training, like on wildlife. Like, I know what to do if a bear attacks. I know what to do if a moose attacks. But I don't know what to do if a wolf attacks. No clue. I'm sweating right now. That's not something you want to do in winter gear in this weather at all. Like, I mean, the only reason I'm sweating is because I was hoofing it, like not running, because I figured I was like, running would be the worst thing to do, because if I run, then, you know, I feel like it makes me look like I'm in a panic. So I walked really fast, but I'm sweating. All right, I gotta get this camera in there and get home. I cannot tell you how glad I am to be back in the Jeep. Oh my God.
Corey just pulled in the garage, so Chell and I are gonna sit down here and be like the parents of the teenager that just came home late or did something bad. What did you do?
I've never been so scared in my life.
Why?
I was stalked by a wolf.
No.
Not even kidding. And not just one, I'm pretty sure it was a pack.
Corey.
Like that, I'm still like sweaty, and you know I shouldn't be sweaty out there.
No.
But like, so, like, where do I begin? So I was going out there, I was enjoying it, I was showing all the beautiful stuff. And
yeah.
Then, like, I was just getting to this bridge because I saw this guy, this photographer. He's like, yeah, this bridge is beautiful right now. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go head out to the bridge. And I wasn't even looking at the light, right? Because you can't tell the sun setting or anything. And so I start getting back there, and I pause for a second. I put the tripod up because I was going to talk about how it's starting to get a little dark.
Yeah.
And then I heard, ooh, and I'm like, holy cow, dude. Okay, like, let me tell you that, like, I've never understood why people were so scared of wolf house.
Yeah.
Because you think they're so beautiful,
yeah.
right? When you're out there by yourself and you're so far away from everybody, there's no cell service, it is cold, you've got a bunch of gear, and it's getting dark.
Yeah.
That is the scariest sound. Like, I was just like I felt like all of the blood in my body just go,
oh my gosh.
I was like, holy crap. And the worst part was I heard it in the direction I needed to go. And I was like, oh my God. So I just like, don't panic. I grabbed my camera, and then I just said, you know, I'm going to turn it on. And so I just held the camera, like, at first I had it like on the tripod, and I had it like this because it was still set up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not even going to take the time to set up. I just turned it on, and then I just talked loud the whole way.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I didn't have a gun. I don't have anything to protect myself. No knives, nothing. I didn't think about it. You know, I was just like going to shoot. And anyway, so I was talking the whole time, and I finally, like, I get to a point, I'm like, I need to stop. I need to stop. Hang on, calm, focus, you know, because I realized, I was like, if I start sweating too much, I'm gonna overheat, and that can be really bad.
Yeah.
If I get attacked, then that can be really bad. And so I thought all different things. I said, okay, I need to take this camera off the tripod. So I pulled the camera off the tripod, and then I held the tripod differently, and I just kept the camera running in case anything was to happen.
Yeah.
And I just talk loud, just keep walking and talk loud. And then here's the scary part. So I get down, and then, you know how I said I heard the wolf in front of me?
Yeah.
I turn around, and he's freaking behind me.
You saw him?
I saw him.
Like you could see it?
Yes. I could actually see him. He was probably like, I'd say maybe 30, 50 yards away.
Wow.
Like really close.
That's really close.
And he was just kind of like coming up, and it's like he wasn't coming to like attack. It was almost like he was more curious, but still it was scary. He was just kind of coming up like this, and he'd sniff, and he'd kind of look like that, and he'd go, do. But it was kind of like this, like walking like that.
Keeping
like,
an eye on you.
Yeah, and that was scary. And so I kept going. I didn't hear any more wolf howls. Like part of me was like, I want to hear it so I know where they're at.
Right.
But the fact that like I heard it ahead, and I'm pretty sure that I heard it like far up.
Yeah.
And there was one behind me. It's like they were just kind of like.
That's creepy.
That's scary.
Because it, like maybe he was curious, but it's still a wolf.
It's a wolf.
Like a wolf.
Okay, I've been stalked by a mountain lion before.
Yeah.
And that, you know what, a mountain lion, I was like, I can protect myself because I know how to defend myself against a mountain lion. Yeah, they're big, but like they don't typically go after guys like me. Wolves in a pack, I was like, dude, it's, you know, it was -5 out there.
Yeah.
It's that cold. There's probably not a whole lot. Rabbits, yes, but I was prime pickings, dude. It was getting dark and nobody was there. Like in the parking lot, that guy, I was crossing paths with him.
Yeah.
With the photographer. He was already leaving and I wasn't thinking.
Jeez.
And so, oh, dude, that.
Wolves are big.
They are big.
Like people don't realize, like wolves are huge.
Yes. And that, like, when you. Oh.
Yeah, and you're right. There's not a lot of food out there right now.
Yeah. So that,
Jeez.
I've never been so scared. And I honestly, the whole time, the worst case scenarios were going through my head.
Of
like
course.
you can't stay positive in that situation. There's no like, I'll make it out of here. This will be fine. There's like, I'm gonna die in 12,000 different ways. Like one's gonna come from this side, one's gonna come from that side. It's gonna be away. And then you think about all your body parts and how you are and how you're gonna protect yourself and just like. And then like finally when I got up and I could see the nature center, the building. I can't tell you just how happy I was to see that place. And even then, I was still like, it could be anywhere because there was nobody in the nature center. That was it. There was nothing.
Yeah.
This
is why people in Alaska have like huge dogs for pets. I mean, they take their dogs like everywhere.
Yeah, this is why they carry too. Why
well,
they have
that's
weapons.
true.
This is like I just kept telling the wolves. I said, I don't want to hurt you. I'm letting you know where I'm at. Please stay away from me. I will fight. I want to live. I have, I got a wife and child at home. And I just kept telling that. I just the whole time just talking, but.
Jeez.
Oh my God! I just hug. Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Because I'm just.
Yeah. Oh, hug. We're glad you're home.
I feel so weird. I was just telling Kristen how like I feel like right now like I'm very grateful for so many things, as I was kind of saying, but like I feel almost out of body right now. Yeah. Like, and I can't even explain it. Like I'm sitting here watching Kristen play with Chell, and Chell's petting Sparta right now, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. It's I think it's a mixture between, like you were saying, Kristen was saying, all there's chemicals that have been running through my body that cause me to feel this way. But also, I feel like, this is something cute happening right now. I feel like a ghost, like I'm not here or something.
But you are here.
I am here.
Yeah.
But is it weird to sound like, or say that like I feel like I'm on borrowed time or something?
No.
I'm
trying not to think about it. I feel like I'm being very just like, yeah, whatever, wolves. But it's because I don't want to think about you not being here.
Yeah. After you see that, after you experience something like that, you can't just not think about it. Like everything is, like I keep having flashbacks to seeing the wolf. Yeah. Like I keep having flashbacks to hearing the howl, the first howl, and oh my gosh, I wish I could have got that first howl on camera. It's like the most beautiful sound, but also just the most terrifying sound. I just keep hearing, ooh. It's.
Are you gonna have like nightmares about it tonight?
Probably. Look at you. You just adding animals.
Yep, we're like Snow White over here.
Yeah, you're missing one though. Where's the other one?
I don't know.
So here we are a couple hours later, Chell's asleep, and I'm still thinking about what happened and everything. So I looked up what to do if you encounter a wolf in the wild, and here is what Google is saying. I assume this is right. It's Google. Everything's right on Google, right? Anyway, says don't run. This will make you look like prey, and that is a bad thing. Remember, wolves are hunters. So don't run. Don't run. I did good with that. I didn't run. Don't stare at the animal. This looks like a threat. Wolves are a lot like dogs. I mean, they're canines, yes, but I mean they're very territorial. And if you try to stare down a wolf, yeah, it's likely going to attack you. I did not stare at the wolf. I just continued moving forward. Don't turn your back on the wolves. Okay, this I may have done a little bit wrong, but I don't think I did wrong because I focused on where I was going to go. I think this is if they're really on your tail, like if they're really, really close to you. In my case, I would say the wolf was about 30 yards behind me. That's not exactly right behind me. It's enough for me to see where the wolf is at. But also the wolf, now that I'm like calm and everything, I'm thinking about it, the wolf wasn't showing any signs of aggression. If anything, the wolf was being more like curious, right? The wolf was kind of like coming at me and more sniffing the ground, but also like keeping the eye on me or whatever. And it just, yeah, so I don't think I needed to turn around and watch the wolf. And of course, everything turned out fine. So, make yourself appear scary, shout, throw stones, raise your arms over your head. That I did really good. I didn't throw anything, however. I felt like if I threw something, then number one, I would be stopping. I didn't want to stop if a wolf is coming my direction. And I didn't want to be a threat, but apparently this works. I guess, again, this works if the wolf is getting closer to you. In my case, what I did, of course, was talk really loudly. I yelled a couple of times when the wolf was getting a little bit too close, and I had the tripod over my shoulder, which made me look really, really crazy. So that I did good. Don't look scared or fall. This will encourage an attack. Now, see, this has got to be difficult if you're trying to move backwards. Well, that's why I guess they say move backwards slowly. But yeah, when you're in my situation and it's like snowy like that and it's slippery, I think I did good with that. Of course, I didn't look scared or fall. I just like, ah, wolf, ah. I just got really loud. So yes, do that. Be loud. Don't fall. Yeah. And the last one, if things get really bad, curl into a ball and protect your face. Because apparently they go for face. Ouch. That would, yeah. I probably wouldn't have done that one. I think I would have been more concerned about protecting my neck, but I guess it goes with all things. So arms over the face and neck would be the way to go. I'm so glad I didn't have to do that. But anyway, so there we go. Now we know, now you guys know what to do if you ever encounter a wolf in the wild. I've also read that it's not very common. It's actually really rare the wolf will attack people. Wolves will attack animals, however. They see like dogs, domesticated dogs, as a threat to their territory because canines are canines. So that's the only thing that you would see with wolves. But yeah, just keep your cool around these guys. They're not nearly as dangerous as I thought they were. I mean, they're still dangerous. I'm not saying they're not. But I'm just saying that, like, in my situation, I could have been a little more cool. But at the same time, the freaking wolves, man, I know how big they are. They're monstrous. I hung out with wolves. There's a video here. There's a video right there for you guys to go watch of me hanging out with wolves. I love wolves. But in the wild, when you're alone, that is scary, man.
Saying goodbye to sunshine, saying goodbye to warm, heading to Alaska where ice will be the norm. So much to see, so much to do, and the best part is we're sharing it with you.